Oh, it's Dungeons and
It's
Dragons time, huh?
subscribe day.
Yeah. Pay more money or use your Amazon Prime to subscribe to me.
I
To
just did.
Today is Friday. We're a little late, but not too bad. We're gonna get right into it. Last session fighting dragon. Green dragon was summoned. Oh, you can come up here. I don't have a camera on. That's fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna have my camera on today. I don't want to have my camera on today.
Hey,
Um,
man.
and they're fighting a dragon. We cycled through the initiatives just to double make sure everybody knows what is going on currently. Um, the spell Bless is active, and it is targeting the people who have the purple dots. And then their dragon did a thing, which was.
Big jackass.
What did the dragon do? Why are you charmed?
I don't know why
I
I'm
don't know
charmed.
that it
I
was.
don't remember that
I don't know if it
happening.
was charmed or if it was frightened, but it
Fear.
was.
Right.
You must
Oh, that's right.
only
It
run
is
away from the
fear.
portal.
You're right. You're right. I
Right.
should grab my notebook. It probably says that.
Okay. Well, this is the fear.
Sure does. 9 rounds left of Bless, and Ronnie gotta run.
Yeah. Just for the next round, I believe.
Ronnie got a runny.
Nah, she's just gotta run.
Okay.
So Ronnie is currently prone, yeah?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's that. Let's go ahead and get to it then. Termaine, you're up.
Yeah, so I think we all agree that we're going to GTFO because this is not working out very well. So Tremaine is going to turn around. He's going to scoop up Ronnie.
You're actually
And
picking
he's...
up Ronnie.
What's that?
You're
And then,
actually
and then I like to use my... Yeah, and I like to use my movement. I can't use the ring of jumping. That's an action?
Ring of Jumping is a bonus action.
Wait,
Oh, fuck
can you
yeah.
pick me up?
Yes, I can.
Are you not carrying the ingots?
I still have...
You're encumbered, so what that's going to mean is your speed is halved.
Even if I do the ring of jumping?
Yeah, even if you use the Ring of Jumping. So Ring of Jumping.
Can I okay? Is it an action to drop the ingots?
More than.
More than an action?
Unless you want to drop your whole backpack and everything in it.
I
Yeah,
thought
fuck
we
yeah, I'm
had
dropping
it
the
in
back.
like a little sack.
Some of you did.
I just put it in my bag.
Yeah, it's in your backpack with all your other stuff, for sure.
Yeah, but I thought that we... never mind, it's fine.
Yeah, I think there was one person who put it in a sack, and it wasn't Termaine.
Oh, okay.
I think it was... Soul, you took some of the mithril ingots, right?
I took one.
Okay.
Yeah. It was... So... Ronnie, Soul, and... Oh, God. Arya.
So...
Only took one. Termaine took 6. And I thought that Termaine had put it in a bag so that he could just drop it real quick.
Right. Andy, you would cast the spell Jump as a bonus action. As an action, you would pick up Ronnie.
Mm-hmm.
Your speed is now halved. 35 halved, it's rounded up, so 20. You could spend 10 feet of your movement to jump 30 feet, and then you could move 10 more feet.
Yeah, please.
So you can go a total of 50 feet wherever you'd like, and then Ronnie will be attached to you. So Ronnie, just move yourself so that you're where you are in relation to Termaine when Termaine stops moving.
So right, yeah, so right there, there.
And that's it?
So let's say you're on the other side of me. Because I turned around and picked you up and went in the other direction, so you're right here. Yep.
Okay, great.
That's my turn.
The dragon, who has been on the ground the entire time, will take flight.
We're leaving already, Tremaine would shout back. We're leaving, okay?
flies up and lands onto the top of that spire, and then we'll take the dash action and slam down here. As it flies through the air, it flips over, so its belly's upwards, and as it's coming towards the ground, its tail flips over itself, its wings tuck in, and it lands perfectly so that when it opens its wings again, it's kind of sliding backwards, blocking your passage.
What do you want out of us?
In perfect Sylvan, it would reply, "You dead." Soul and Arya, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Would I be able to sort of set myself above Ronnie to try to block her as
No.
much as I could?
Because you said you specifically argued with Elizabeth to move the token. If that had not happened, the tokens could have been different.
Fine. I thought I was protecting you. Sorry.
I just want to protect Ronnie.
It's all good.
That's right. That's my goal.
So Ronnie, you are up.
Oh, that's all it was doing.
So you're afraid of the.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had to dash to do that. Yeah. It only has
Okay.
80 feet movement. It's not Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, I mean, it's close, but you're frightened of the barrier. You're not frightened of the dragon. So the barrier will always be in sight in this map, but the dragon is not the source of it. So that means that you can move towards the dragon. You cannot move towards the barrier. So you're currently being held, but removing yourself from that position is a free action. Unless he's trying to hold on to you.
So I can only move this way.
You can only move away from the barrier, correct? As long as your
Can I
movement does
move
not cause you
like
to
there?
be closer to the barrier, then it's sufficient.
So I can move 25 feet over here to this little
Absolutely.
crevice.
Yeah.
I will do that. And I will double checking. Yes, I will drink a health potion.
Arya, you're up.
Okay. Well, this is fun, right? Everybody's having a good time.
Oh yeah.
You're the ones who wanted to play D&D.
You wanted dungeons, you wanted dragons, now you got them,
We
and now you're
got them,
crying
bitch.
about it.
That's right.
Okay.
Shut your belly again.
This is what you
So-
wanted. This is what you paid for.
I am going to. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my feature. I'm gonna cast Misty Step.
Okay.
I'm gonna come over here, and I'm gonna use that to gain 1d10
Okay. So there's a
temporary
very
hit points.
interesting anomaly that happens in this moment that I want to make sure is very kind of well described, but your Arcana checks were very terrible. So
They were
there's-
bad.
There's not going to be a lot going on with you knowing anything. But again, the weirdness will still remain present. You Misty Step and appear. I assume that you're not looking towards the barrier when you appear. You're looking back towards the dragon, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You are still standing where you started.
Oh,
However, you are also looking at yourself standing where you started from where you ended up. A few moments after that happens, the you that started where you started fades away.
oh. So there was some weird
And
temporal.
some strange
thing.
after
Echo.
image of you that remained. Whether
Okay,
it's
that's
temporal or
normal.
not, you're not sure.
Something fucky.
Something fucky happened, for sure.
Alright. So then I would say, hey, something fucky happened. Eldritch Blast. 26.
It
9.
nice.
And then
Second one.
One more.
That'll miss.
Okay, and then I'm going to move here. And that's my turn.
Then it'll go to Soul.
Going to take that glove off and activate innate sorcery to start going to Murder Town.
That's where we live now.
Yeah, we're gonna upcast Scorching Ray.
Okay. Uh, 14 will miss.
I'm gonna use a meta magic point to reroll.
Go for it.
— 17.
17 will hit.
Really? Okay, that's good news.
16.
Okay. I need 2
3
more.
more.
3
3 more because of the
4
upcast.
upcast, right. 17 is its armor class, by the way. So just get that out of the way since.
5. Because apparently I can't roll.
Yep.
24.
For 3.
3.
So based on projections, this is going to be a 1 somehow. That'll hit.
7.
Alright. That's the first amount of damage that's been dealt to this thing.
Then moving back.
Okay. Tremaine.
Yep, I'm going to.
Before you go,
Yep.
what you'll notice is that once it lands there and kind of looks at you, there's a strange kind of glittering around it. That's not unlike the glittering you can see present around the barrier. These small, strange little wisps of light that seem to kind of emanate around it.
Okay, I'm going to lay on hands for 21. As a bonus action, I'm going to. Oh gosh, guys, why does it have to be like this? Shoot. Okay. Yep.
Moving forward
And-
25 feet.
Yep, for sure. And yeah. Whoops, is that the attack? That's not the attack, is it? What was that?
That's for the item. There it goes. 16 will miss.
You're blessed.
So it
16 will
hits.
hit with a plus. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm going to do 6 slashing plus the sap, plus we're going to do a smite.
Which will be your bonus action, which you can't do because you use.
I can't do because so never mind. That's smite. Crap. It's a bonus action.
Second
huh?
attack.
Yeah, second attack, please.
Hit. With 20. 5 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So a total of 11 damage.
Its next attack roll has disadvantage. I would like for. Let's blame it on Elizabeth. Go ahead and roll a d6.
Me?
Yes, please.
The one who's had broken dice all week?
Yeah.
You believe? Okay.
It was gonna
That's
go
either
one
good,
way or
really
the
good, or really
Can you
bad.
click it one more time just to see if the curse continues? One more time. Okay, 5.
Okay.
5. The curse does not continue. That's just a very fortuitous.
Okay.
Wow!
one.
Wow! Look at these rolls.
Fucking hate this. I fucking hate
Okay.
these goddamn dice.
So its breath does not recharge.
Random my ass.
Which is bad.
I mean, it was good this time, Liz. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Keep rolling those ones for that
So
reason.
go
Thank you for
ahead
having incredibly
fair.
shitty d6s.
and make
Thanks.
3 rend attacks against Tremaine. Attack number 1 has disadvantage. It will miss. Attack number 2 is normal. It will miss. Attack number 3 is normal. It will hit. It will do 9 slashing and 10 poison damage to you.
Okay.
And just so we know what's it's kind of doing, it kind of rears up on its hind legs, lifts itself above Termaine's body, and kind of slams down into him. Termaine's kind of like shield up, kind of block, and then like that last kind of teeth and claws kind of get through, lacerating the face and arm. Okay. Ronnie, you are up.
Okay. And I'm no longer frightened.
Yeah, you're also no longer prone. Oh no, you still frightened. No, you're only frightened for 1 turn. Right.
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay. So, she's gonna, kind of like shake herself off and muster up the courage again. And then, we are going to kind of position ourselves here and Hunter's Mark that bad dragon boy, and then, a little bit of our usual. And let's see. God, there it is. 21. And then plus a d6, right? Or 4. Wait.
Yeah, there should be a Hunter's Mark check mark you can select the next time you throw an attack.
There is not.
That's real weird. Okay, go ahead and
I've tried several times.
throw your second attack.
Wait, second attack.
You're a ranger of 5th level, are you not?
Yeah. Do
It
I
should
get
have.
second attack?
They have extra attack, don't they? Am I crazy?
No. I mean, I could. Would that be under
Features.
traits?
Features. and
I have
traits.
archery, athlete, magic initiative, druid.
5th level extra attack. You can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack.
Yep.
action.
You got that. You got it.
Yeah, it's one of the martial
Oh.
classes.
That's weird. Why did
Marshall.
One
Marshall,
of the
Marshall.
martial
I will
classes.
gladly shoot this asshole again. 23. Let's
Go
go.
ahead. And Hunter's Mark will proc again, yeah.
So we got 12 and 11.
Okay, slightly wounded.
23.
Aria, you are up next.
Okay.
Give me a free perception check.
Ooh. Let me try to perceive something. Oh, I'm not good at this. 15?
Sufficient. So, as it kind of leaps up and kind of slams down into Termaine, kind of dropping him down, Ronnie fires 2 arrows from the side, hit into the kind of like side torso of the creature. It drops down to all fours and backs away a little bit in like kind of recoiling from the damage. And Ronnie probably doesn't spot it because of the angle you're at, but
Mm-hmm.
Aria, you do. The arrows that are stuck into it fall through the creature, as if the creature were not like physically there for a second. They just kind of drop through and hit the ground, and you can see that the creature then kind of continues its padding and very much clearly looks like it's physically there, but for some reason it like blinked or like kind of like oscillated between this space and another space.
Oh.
Hmm.
That's spooky.
So, John, I have the spell Blink.
Sure.
Do you think, like, as someone who has that spell, that I would have some kind of insight
It
into
is
that?
not the spell blink.
Okay. It's doing something weird. But it's not the spell Blink. But it's kind of blinking. Okay, anyway.
What?
Let me hex, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do strength. and then we will Eldritch Blast twice. I think I probably have to move.
Yeah, a little bit to get around that pillar. Sufficient.
Oh. I'll do 1, 2. Does the 17 hit?
So the 10 misses. When you fire, you're pretty sure it's dead on. And
Yeah.
Tremaine and Ronnie, you'd both see this because it's kind of very clear. The bolt flies right through the creature's head and slams into the wall behind it. Like, it goes right through. But it doesn't look like it hit a physical thing. It's almost like it flew through a projection. But then the second bolt comes streaming up and hits right in the neck and connects. And the dragon recoils from the burst as if it had been physically wounded. Damage for the 17, please.
It never wants to roll my hex damage, so I gotta do it.
You girlies and your extra d6s.
Wow.
15.
Okay. It is now officially bloodied. Soul, you are up. And still out with the sigil.
Yeah. Although, part of me wants to try command on it just because it would be funny to make it grovel. But no, I'm just going to keep shooting fire at it. Not upcasting this time.
I would say that as a smart person, based on it being summoned here, it's probably not commandable. Okay. That'll work.
Ooh.
15.
That'll work. Gonna need some rolls like last time.
15, 7, and 9. So
Did you click
31
the crit damage for that, Tom?
Yeah.
Cool.
Anything else?
Nice damage.
Back in the corner.
Okay. During the in-between of Soul and Tremaine's turn, it'll take a legendary action. It's legendary action to sweep. Andy, go ahead and make either an acrobatics or an athletics check, your choice.
A save or a check? Just a check?
Athletics
Athletics
check or
check.
athletics check. Yeah, it's a test.
17.
Okay, so you will be knocked prone and moved away from the dragon 15 feet. As it hits you in like the legs and then lifts you up with its tail and bats you away.
Okay.
Alright, it goes right to you, so you'll be standing. Again, half your
Standing
movement.
up for 15.
Correct.
Moving 15, and I've got 5 left actually.
Yeah.
And
Miss.
God damn it, I'm gonna do the bless.
Are you guys adding your bless?
Bless won't matter. 16 will
Oh,
hit
okay.
it.
Oh, that's right, it won't matter. Not with that roll either. Again,
So yeah,
17
damage.
damage, and then remember the sap. And then this time I didn't use the bonus action, so I'm going to do the smite.
Oh yeah, do 2 damage.
9 radiant.
Love it. Okay, so as a reaction, in response to it taking damage that brings it under the threshold here, its breath weapon will recharge and it will use it immediately. Tremaine, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Since you're the only focus of my target here,
Sure, I
believe in you.
understand.
that'll
10.
fail.
Does the blessed go with that?
It won't matter.
Okay.
It might matter. Roll it actually.
4,
Okay.
4,
Um,
4, 4, 4, 4.
You'll take a total of 42 poison damage.
I'm down.
That was me.
At the start of the dragon's turn, I need Andy roll a d6.
Okay.
This is going to serve 2 purposes: recharge for the breath weapon, which it does, and then second, whether or not the thing that I keep kind of hinting at happens or not. And because it's an even, the thing I keep hinting at will happen. at the beginning of its turn instead of the end of its turn. The creature, as it breathes, you watch its form slowly become ghost-like from a distance and see-through, and the sparkles become more numerous, and as like the poison just blurs over Tremaine, dropping him to the ground, the dragon vanishes in this kind of cloud of like lights. You then see the cloud of lights spring up from where it started, and the dragon is basically hard lock reset to where it started. Once that is done, its turn will continue. It will tromp towards Arya on foot, and then it'll use its breath weapon on Arya direct.
Oh no.
Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Go Arya.
You what?
Con saving throw.
Yeah, it was basically anchor pulled back to its summoning point,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and now it's breathing on you.
So now it seems more substantial as it's closer to the anchor point.
Correct.
I failed.
Okay, you're going to take 39 points of poison damage.
I'm down.
Yep,
Shit.
that sounds about right. Ronnie, you're up.
Save us, you two.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are 5 away from Tremaine. You could get to him to heal him if you wanted to.
Yeah.
The creature is bleeding still, though, even though it like became incorporeal and then remanifest. The wounds that were present from the arrows and the like are still present on it.
Right. Let me
What happens to familiar?
Familiar hasn't. It was out of the range. It was off to the side.
No, I'm saying is it still there?
It's just hiding. I don't think it's fighting.
Okay. No, it doesn't go away when Arya goes down.
Oh no.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
Bonus in action. Is my extra attack a bonus action?
Extra attack is just an action.
Part
so
of your action.
An action.
Your
you
attack
take
action.
an action to attack instead of attacking once. You attack twice.
Okay. Fuck. Alright.
So you're either going for damage or you're going for healing.
Yeah.
Whatever you choose. Fine.
Double checking my spells, and they're almost all actions. Yeah, we'll hop over here and give him a
Cure wounds.
good old. I think it's heal. Yeah, cure wounds.
Okay. As a bonus action. Sorry, as an action. Sorry, my brain's on. Is there anything you want to do as a bonus action? I guess is what I was trying to say.
Do you want to roll that cure wounds or?
Yeah, I'm
Cool,
doing
cool,
it
cool.
at second level.
Wow,
too.
amazing. Thank you.
I don't have a bonus action.
Okay.
But I do want to
Move a little bit more.
Yeah.
You already
Let's see.
moved.
20.
So you got 15 left, right?
So I could move there. Yeah.
Okay. As a legendary action, the creature will cast Misty Step.
Are you kidding me?
We're trying to leave.
Arya, on your turn, death saving throw.
Yes.
Soul, on your turn. Feel free to take it, whatever you want to do.
Well, I think my action is going to be disengage,
It is
so that
really bloody. I just want to make sure that that's clear if you want to move back in. It is very bloody. I want to stress that. I stressed it the first time when I said it to Elizabeth. Elizabeth chose
Yeah.
All right, all
I'm gonna
right,
say it
all
again
right.
as a bait because I love
I
baiting
guess, I guess that we have proven historically that when given the option, Soul will usually try to murder
I just wanna-
the enemy.
I want to give you
Also, Tom, it's in your blood.
It is
This
true.
this is what you were
I want to
born
give
to
you the
do.
same
It is true.
succulent bait that I gave to Elizabeth. So you just gotta take that and bite down on that bait, or you gotta do the responsible thing and heal your friends.
I will use my metamagic point to roll that again.
You're blessed, right?
Yeah.
You don't need
But
to.
Plus,
does bless go away when
yeah,
Arya's
plus should be
down?
off because.
Oh, right. Good point. Good
I'm
point.
passed out.
Concentration.
Sorry, I forgot I murdered.
All right, I guess I'm missing that one for reals.
No, you're not, because that's +8.
Oh, right, perfect.
Math is
I have
hard.
8 damage.
Okay. Second one. Oh, these are a disadvantage, actually. You're in melee range.
Now I have spell sniper.
Oh, right. Smooth. Okay, never mind. Yeah,
They
we're doing
know
great.
they
Keep
do
it up.
Smart.
You know what you're doing. It.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, I'll use it again. I still have made a magic point.
That's pretty much all of them, isn't it? Pretty close.
I do.
That'll work. Damage on the last one.
5.
Okay, I was like, did you roll it too? Because that'd have been the funniest shit. The only result that wouldn't have worked. As you kind of are barreled down on it and kind of pushed against the wall, there's kind of like this feeling of heat in your body as you kind of generate the energy forward into your palm. The fire that's loosed from your hand, unlike every scorching ray you cast this combat, is bright silvery white as it flares through the creature. You watch as each one lances a hole through its body, and once it's dead, its body discorporates into a burst of stars, like just a burst of like fairy fire, effectively.
Dragon killer.
The barrier, we're going to stay on initiative track, but the barrier becomes more sparkly. That is the only thing that changes about it. Termaine, you are prone, but you are up. Go ahead and take your turn.
I would get up and I would rush over with as much movement as I have towards Arya.
20 feet. Okay, Ronnie, you're up.
She will use the dash action. Gets me there, and then so right up next to Arya.
I will say it's kind of nice to have the camera off because I don't have to worry about Shiro like laying in front of it.
Aw, but we
Why
love
would you
seeing him,
deprive us?
right?
So I'm just letting him roll the
Shiro
numbers.
fan cam ob.
Uh,
And then she'll start digging in her pack to get a healing potion out.
Okay. If you have a bonus action, you can administer.
I can administer it as a bonus action?
Yeah, you can drink or administer a potion as a bonus action
Oh, then I'll do that.
in 2024. Yep.
Oh, sick.
Indeed.
I thought it was an action still.
Nope.
Love it.
Um,
So
Yeah, really, for me, it has done one thing. It has changed the size of a healing potion. Like, I said, okay, I'll just retcon the size of healing potions. Because the thing I think of a potion being, it's like, like almost like a half of a can of pop or something, right? Like, there's a substantial quantity of liquid that you're going to be imbibing. And there's no way it's going down in a very short order. But now I'm thinking of it more as like like a little tiny vial or like a small little like bubble.
yeah.
Of a
Oh, I've
glass
always thought it was like one of those little like tiny like alcohol shots.
Yeah, that is what it is now. It was never
Nice.
that case before.
Hey, that's a pretty good roll.
All right. Cool. So we are not having anyone die, so then we can go ahead and clear the board. And table's yours.
Cool. I need to.
Oh God! No, not again! Oh Jesus!
Are you
Well, I
okay?
guess we don't have to leave now.
I mean, I suppose, yeah.
I'd say the best
Told you don't trust dragons.
the best kind of note I can give Arya and Termaine, since you both got knocked down because of the poison breath. Also, Ronnie, there's a buildup of like phlegm in your sinuses, and like when you kind of spit it out or like flare it out of your nose or however you're getting it out of your body, it is very bright, almost luminescently green. I don't know if anybody has experienced that in real life.
Baja Blast.
It's like, no, Baja Blast is more of like a lime green. Like this is like Mountain Dew, like level
Ah.
3. We're talking about like the color of Termaine's tabard green, like
Okay.
Like ecto.
like
what is it?
ecto
Cooler.
That's what it's
Ecto
called.
cooler. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Is it giving Fae?
It is giving Fey. Yeah, you definitely got Fey poisoned. Green dragons are kind of notoriously kind of linked to the Feywild or Shazas.
Okay, so
Well, this is definitely a fairy gate. I don't like it.
Well, a quick note on that. It does not appear to be a fairy gate. It appears to be a
Or a
barrier.
barrier. That's right.
Yeah, your mom's looking for a gate to the Feywild. This is not that. This is a barrier that appears to be made out of fairy magic that's blocking access to what appears to be some sort of doorway or passage with kind of columns and kind of like like a high access. You'd also note that once you're in this region and the lights are like super glowing, so you can kind of see everything, there are manners of egress out of this area that were not available to you prior. Those
Oh my god, just like Elden Ring.
oh god.
Right. There is a path that leads to the northwest, and there is a path that leads to the northeast.
Arya will take 1 minute. She will take a globule of green phlegm and like coat it over her wand,
Okay.
and that will replenish one of her spell slots.
Perfect. I understand the use of the feature and the flavorful spin on it. Very, very tasty.
The phlegm is tasty.
Well,
Also,
I don't
I don't
recommend
think
it.
so.
Nope.
I don't want to get into it. I'll obviously be shamed for my opinion.
Oh god.
Yes, yes.
Phlegm kind of tastes good.
Oh no.
Your own phlegm. I mean, I'm not like courting the idea of eating other people's phlegm.
You know
I
what?
mean, have you ever tried the delicacy known as young adult green dragon phlegm?
Young
Just,
adult is probably just the worst descriptor to put in there when discussing eating.
That's what I'm here for.
I don't want YA phlegm eating.
Maybe. Maybe we should have canceled. No.
Maybe we should.
John's just making sure there's never another game.
Right. I
Yeah.
can play Monster Hunter forever. That's
Yeah.
the dream, right?
Oh god.
JK. Also, gain inspiration, all 4 of you. If you already have it, just gain a net 150 experience per person who got it.
I'd love to hear that.
Mainly for the gift that was posted by Tom. So I love it. I appreciate it. It's formative. It is definitely formative.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure which of the 2 gifts you were talking about.
Oh no, not the one above that one.
I was like, I mean, maybe Frank was. I don't.
I mean, no, that was definitely not the one I meant. That is, you know what? Actually, get rid of what I just said. You don't get inspiration based on the other gift.
Oh no. I already have inspiration.
Gain 150 experience. However, you'd like to progress from here, though.
Well,
Arya downs another
starting
potion.
to go east.
Well, you can go west. You can go east.
Thank you.
Or you could
That's what I
attempt to
said.
interact with the barrier.
So actually, I'm
Jermaine,
sorry.
is that for yourself?
It is, unfortunately. I'm so
Okay.
sorry. I can give
No,
you.
okay.
I could do the same for you if you need.
I would appreciate that.
Absolutely. Let me do it for you too. Where's Where's my cure wounds? There it is. Second level. Even more.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
You got it. 21, 30, 40. Okay. That'll work. We should check out the barrier, Ronnie.
We can, or there's a path east and west that we could try.
I mean, I'd like at least to see, being careful. If we could learn more about the barrier that this thing was guarding, maybe Arya, or why am I forgetting Tom's character's name? Soul can figure something out about it.
Fey magic is not something I'm particularly well versed in.
Well, I've known to occasionally know stuff about Fey things. Do I glean anything helpful by getting closer to this thing?
So I'll explain that there will be no arcana rolling or like skill rolling that will tell you how this works. The way that this barrier operates has been expressed to the group by an NPC. It is definitely something that has been mentioned, and I'm not going to remind you of what it was simply on principle. So it's up to you to kind of remember who kind of told you about the barrier here and what they told you about it.
Okay.
Let me look at my notes.
Look for a second.
It was mainly expressed to one individual, and
Probably me.
no, it was not.
No?
You were not the guilty party.
Okay, thank God.
Was it me, Jesus?
Perhaps. Okay, it was definitely Elizabeth.
Yeah, I thought so.
And this wasn't the hidden shadow dragon, right? It's not that we're talking about.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Who has Ronnie been hanging around?
Primarily?
I mean, there was that whole dream.
I don't think that's what it was. Was it the
So I want to make sure again, my position as the DM. It's a hard tack from what what you're used to getting from me, and I'm just again trying some stuff out. So
No, it's all good.
I want to make sure, like, I'm not going to answer your questions.
That's fine.
If you,
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was clear.
Okay. Sorry.
We got it.
We're
We're gonna try to give us a minute to puzzle.
No,
it.
that was mostly for me.
Okay.
Because I am looking through my notes.
Sorry for interrupting. I will turn my mic off for now.
He's gonna go play Monster Hunter while we're searching.
I'm currently playing Monster Hunter.
starts watching through all the videos on YouTube. Don't worry, I got it on three speed. God, I'm trying to remember. Which means that I probably didn't write it down. Which is on me.
I'll be exceedingly kind, and this will perhaps give you an avenue to search it out in the future and determine it later. It was not the dream that Tom mentioned. It was instead related to a friend that you made. Best I can do.
Ronnie has a lot of friends.
Is it the apple fritter guy?
I don't think so.
Always the apple fritter guy.
Spencer.
Just apple fritters all the way down.
Right.
pull out an apple fritter and throw it at the barrier. You are welcomed into the gates of Valhalla.
Sick.
That was
The dragon
secret.
reappears and goes, "Why didn't you do this to start with? We could have skipped all that."
I
Die
thought
to
it
that
was
asshole!
It's too funny.
stale. Yeah, I
Who's-
didn't write it down.
GGB and the twine.
That's my bad. I wrote bad notes.
It's okay.
I wonder if it was cryptic.
Maybe.
I mean, I know that the friend that we met, the guy, who everyone was rude to, mentioned that doors barred. Mentioned that one of the other people in one of the, let's see, it was one of the other parties, they've been looking at it and trying to get in and researching it, but I
sure.
don't think that there was anything that I got, at least, that was a hint.
Okay. So if there's anything you folks would like to try, outside of what's been kind of proffered, again, I won't delve. I'm not going to linger on it. If you want to try anything else, like spellcraft, is a potential possibility here. If not, there are two paths that are made new to you, or you can backtrack. The two paths that are made available to you here would be effectively left and right. You can, of course, go back the way you came, which would be either to the west, to the east, or to the south. And you have not taken the south path yet either. So as far as novel paths, the south path, the northern west path, and the northern east path would be new to you.
Spells.
The main one I'd be looking for is a spell called Dispel Magic.
Oh. I don't know that.
Me neither.
Yeah. I know.
Pretty rude.
It's a utility spell. It's fine. I mean, again, it's not for everybody.
I had to have all the utility spells for gravity.
No, I understand. And also, good choice.
What about Artisan's Sorrow? Just kidding, that's not gonna work.
Unfortunately, yeah, it's not. It wouldn't be a bad choice for a regular door.
Right.
Right. You'd beat the shit out of that. So the pathway to the right, it is behind a sand waterfall.
Okay.
For this one.
Mm-hmm. And then the pathway to the west is kind of in shadow and darkness off to the left.
I will haphazardly vote Sand Waterfall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. That's fine.
All right. So as you enter into the sand waterfall, what you'll notice is that the walls of this tunnel, which again is relatively shorter than most of the spaces you've walked in, and would say that it's not causing anyone in this group just due to heights to like crouch or anything, but it is definitely kind of the lowest ceiling you've had to deal with. The walls in this space and the ceiling are covered with these very strange barb-like crystalline projections that appear to be like a very strange salt-like calcification that is coming off of the walls. As you progress forward, Soul, since you're the only one who is not looking at this in a spectrum that does not grant the vision of color, you would see that the ground appears to be wet, and when you look down at it, it looks like it's slick with blood. Do you wish to continue down this tunnel, or regroup, pause, run away?
There might be blood on the floor, so we may want to proceed cautiously.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds like we're continuing cautiously.
Does anybody inspect anything in particular that's been mentioned, or just take it as granted?
I would take a cloth or something to see if it does actually appear to be blood from.
You can make
just like
either
a-
a medicine check or a nature check, your choice, in response to the damp cloth and inspection.
21.
It is not blood, but damn is it close. Like, it has a very similar smell, feel, and vibe. But the thing that definitely makes it not blood to you is that blood typically has like a thickness to it. The age-old adage, blood is thicker than water. This is not. After inspecting it and realizing it's just some very strange red, kind of irony smelling metal, or water, metally smelling water. Words are hard sometimes, you guys. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
You continue on the path, and it looks like up ahead the stream of fluid is coming from an opening on the right side of your tunnel. This appears to go to kind of a bit of a basin of fluid. In the darkness, it kind of looks like it has rough, rigid kind of walls to it, and the path that you're walking on seems to go to a kind of similar kind of shared cavity. I'm assuming you're not going to start trudging into the water. You're going to instead stay on the path and continue in the tunnel. Is that fair to say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Eventually, you come out of a cavern structure, and I'll move you to a map and change the music. Baby cat, please do not lay on the mouse cord. Thank you. You're bad, not good, actually. And you smell like farts. I think this is it. That's not it.
That's quite some music there.
That is a happy, joyful music. That is not the one I wanted.
Nope. Sounds like plans have changed. We find a wonderful utopia.
What was it called? I guess this will do. This usually works for slightly eerie, murky places. Oh, no shot. I was on DM mode the whole time on the left side.
This is fun.
That's funny. So the path opens up. The strange kind of crystalline structures that I mentioned that were on the walls spill out to almost bush-like blade groves on your left and on your right. Soul, and maybe Arya a little bit, you would notice that as you're kind of moving, the edges of your cloak, the edges of your robes, kind of get caught on these and are being lacerated. Like, this is kind of serious business. The path up ahead moves through the brush to the north and to the west. Over the brush, or blade brush, you would see a very alien-looking structure that appears to be set inside of the pool. It appears to be just a series of strange and very obtuse angles. And set atop this structure is a dais, on top of which stands a 45-foot to 50-foot tall rectangle of stone. It's like an obelisk, but without a capstone. All along the facade that you can see, there are markings in a very alien language. However, there are also what appear to be pictographs that seem to be depicting cats. Like the
Sorry,
images of cats.
Okay.
It's John's house.
This is what my bathroom looks like.
So you die.
The blood is from my asshole.
Mhm.
Oh,
Bleeding. Yes, no.
I was trying to think, where does the blood come in? There are cats in my bathroom.
I knew I was gonna go there.
Not so much blood. Not so much blood, I'll be honest.
Right. Oh.
No. Tom, it's too far. It's too far.
I remember those guys.
Okay.
It's the
Do
classic.
you remember those guys?
I don't.
My penis is bleeding.
I think you
Not
and Tom
familiar.
just connected in a way that
Aw,
It's
that's beautiful.
and beautiful, yeah.
Fucking millennial brain rot.
So I would say here too, looking at the situation, the space that you're in, it does look like the water path splits as well. It looks like there is a means of backtracking, like down that path that would not be going directly to where you started. There appears to be a walkable path on the other shore, so the eastern shore, that looks like it goes directly south, kind of more directly south. But other than that, there do not appear to be any other ways out of this place.
You said that these things are sharp?
Really double checking, making sure. Oh, sorry. There's one more. There's one more. Yeah, all the little like gray kind of weird bush looking stuff. It's actually just a series of small little needles of crystal.
Oh, the barbs.
Yeah. Who we once backed, but we no longer back. I'm sorry, Nicki Minaj stands who are not watching this because no one is.
Don't fuck with the barbs. They will come for you. They'll find you, honey.
You know what? They'd have to come watch it, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and do what most people on the internet do. I'm gonna try and be like, agitating to get views.
Agitate the barbs?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna agitate the barbs to get views. I think that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Please realize that it's a ploy and just don't watch my stuff. Or watch my stuff genuinely and enjoy it, because I don't care either way. So it kind of looks like there's a pathway to the east behind the structures. It looks like it would go kind of northbound, but then it kind of looks like it loops around to the east. And the baby cat has found the mouse and is now attacking the screen.
I hear it.
Yeah.
The sound. Arya is gonna, she just got fucked up again, and so she's gonna be very careful about not getting scratched up, and will follow behind, and be very kind of gingerly walking through the path, being very careful not to get stabbed.
Sure. Elizabeth, do you want to inspect the strange blade stuff? It kind of looks like a
Yes.
plant almost, but you're not for sure. Despite its crystalline-like appearance. So,
Mhm.
nature roll.
22.
It is a subterranean type of grass known as razor grass. It actually is technically a grass, but kind of what happens is if you kind of imagine in your head like a blade of grass, it has that central stem and then kind of the leaf to it that kind of rises up out of the ground. What happens is that the nutrients that it's getting, the water that it's getting, it's coming from a source that is so hard, the water is so hard in content, that it actually causes the leaves to calcify and crystallize, causing them to be like little razor blades.
Yeah. Spooky.
It could prove to be a circumstance that it might be usable in recipes or the like, but you think that cultivating it might be a problem.
Can I? Well, I'm gonna do. She's gonna do a little doodle
Okay.
of it, and then kind of take some general notes about like the habitat that it's in right now, and coming to that conclusion that, oh well, I probably can't grow this.
Well, cultivating, I guess I mean to say harvesting probably would be a better word. Harvesting it might be problematic.
Yeah, those are two very different things.
I'm so sorry, I used the wrong word. I'll quit running D&D now, thank you.
Oh my god. Well, she will doodle them, take the notes, and then continue this way.
And that picture you posted, crystalline formation, that's pretty spot on. Yeah, it's like tufts of like grass, but instead of it being grass, it's like crystals. For sure. Good visual aid
That
there.
is acicular. It is a type of crystal habitat.
Very cool, very cool. You walk up to the platform. It does look like they're staining on the kind of spaces around this area, and so it almost looks like there's footprints and the like around here as well. Looking at the monument, this feature, the main thing you would notice is that, again, it's very strange writing. Strangely familiar to you, though, writing. And then there are pictures of cats all throughout, almost depicting some sort of action that's being kind of taken here. And as you kind of look through it, the pattern of cats from the top down is a pattern you recognize. It's a ritual that is performed, or was performed, in your presence. Specifically the ritual of the headless. A ritual in which someone would, in swearing themselves to an entity, would basically give up their mind and personhood, offering their
That
head.
sounds normal.
as
Oh,
a
yeah.
gift.
Offering their head.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had some kind of.
Yes.
I think this
We did.
is related to that cult that was in the Lycoi crypt.
Oh man, that was so far away mentally from this moment.
That was a while ago, or at least it seemed like it.
I would like for you to give me an Arcana check as well. And anybody who wishes to inspect the monument, the only thing that will kind of be worth kind of inspecting it with would be Arcana. I guess history if you want to check the stoneworkmanship, but like it's mainly going to be kind of an Arcana situation.
Looks like a rock.
19, and I don't know if this qualifies as water for advantage.
It does not. It's on the tip of your brain, so as you're kind of looking at it,
I rolled a 19.
You got a 20. Oh, you got a 19. Oh, that's sad.
19. Oh man.
You clicked twice. So the two of you are basically both looking at it. There's something off about the way it's written, the way it's designed here. But for whatever reason, you just can't put your finger on it. There's something off about the way it's written. Some sort of pattern or something that you're noticing, but you're not, like, noticing. You know what I mean?
We obviously don't know the language, but is it a similar alphabet to anything?
I would say that it has similarities with Celestial and in like fiendish languages.
I don't know any of those.
Same.
Ronnie's just seeing the cute little cats that are doodled on there. Just say, oh, cats. I rolled a 2.
I'll go down to the southern
Okay.
edge and see if peering into the not water.
So there's a flow to it. It seems to be coming from the north. And the redness to it seems to be something that is occurring from where it's coming from, somewhere to the north. As you kind of look at it here, it definitely seems that a bit of it is a bit more solid than what you got downstream. What I mean by that is like there are flecks of red that are kind of moving through it here. And as you kind of inspect that, it definitely has like a rusty kind of feel to it. Like it's small flakes of metal that kind of bristle apart in your fingertips as you run them in your glove, like run them at the tips of your glove.
Is it something that I could do a nature check on?
Yeah.
Inspect it. 15.
It definitely seems like it's like a rust runoff that appears to be kind of present in the liquid here.
Okay. I figured that, but just checking. She'll follow Soul back up here.
So, not understanding the language, do you wish to cast any spells to try and remedy that situation if possible, or do you wish to continue forward?
That would be a Jijo call.
And they just stepped away.
How very dare.
Listen.
Maybe I should just blow it up.
I mean, I suppose that is an option.
I've been carrying this bomb and dynamite for how many weeks now?
Just drill a hole out,
I
shove the
forgot about
dynamite stick in, light it from afar with firebolt, or produce flame, whatever. Yeah, you want to
Just
take down a concrete structure. That's the way you do it.
John, when you were mentioning that there was some of the fluid up here and there were footprints, does it look like the fluid has been up here and is pretty dried, or is it still pretty damp?
Dry. It's more of a staining, to be honest.
And it's flowing from up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a small inlet that comes in underneath the stone. The pathway north bound, if you see, like, there's like the bridge that crosses over on the north side and kind of wraps. Yeah, that goes that way. And then in the grass, there's a path that looks like it goes into the rocky kind of facade. You're in a cavern that kind of goes up and around you.
Right.
So to the left, there's another exit that leads out a tunnel kind of to the northwest.
Okay. I mean, suppose we could explore more. Once we're done with the stone.
Yeah, I would like to continue north, but want to give Jijo the opportunity to comprehend languages.
Sorry, I just got back. I'll comprehend languages.
Okay. You cast Comprehend Languages as a ritual, and upon completion, you look at the monument. The cat pictographs are literally just drawings. They seem to be just kind of like a visual interpretation of the ritual practice of sacrificing one's head. The words that are present here, you didn't catch this during the process, but now looking at it, it looks like there are slight variations on the same 5 sounds. The same 5 kind of like inflections and uses of the tongue. And with Comprehend Languages, you would see that just repeated from the top all the way down to the bottom in a like Jack is a dull boy kind of like way, however, written by a very skilled hand, chiseled into the stone by a very skilled hand, and in a way that seems to make them look different than one another. The word Rumai is written up and down this thing.
Do I recognize what kind of script it is?
Comprehend Languages doesn't identify the language.
Okay.
However, it does
We've
look like the alphabet is similar to Fiendish and Celestial languages.
Okay. Rumai. We've seen this before, haven't we?
That is the word that the cultists use to activate plenty of different things.
Oh yeah, I remember that. The one with the kids.
I would say
Yeah,
since you're
I can't get that word.
I would say since you're seeing it in the Comprehend Language Light in its kind of original script also, you see the sounds of it, but there is 1 or 2 writings where it actually clearly translates to you as a word. I'd say like maybe 3 or 4 places, but each time, strangely, the word means something different to your language, however, something similar. So at one point it might read keep, like a castle, or rather a fortification. Then it might read like castle or manor house, and then in another place like palace. These are slight variations on a theme, mind you, but they seem to all be kind of like related to this word, and the way that it's written just slightly differently or kind of chiseled out here or there changes what the word is in your spell script.
There's a theme. The word Rumai, but it changes.
Oh,
Keep
sorry, pause. Can you say the word one more time for me?
Rumai.
When you said it, okay. So when that is stated aloud, and as you're finishing that sentence, because I think that was the first time it was uttered in the presence of the monument. Okay. The monument
probably
ascends out of the ground with a kind of scratching, like nails on chalkboard sound, as if the side walls of the pillar or of the monument coming up out of the ground are scraping against the stone structure beneath. From the point that it starts elevating out of the ground, this stone, which is bright white marble, is stained red, and as it continues to come up, it starts kind of like drenching downwards, almost like a small like waterfall on each of the facades of the monument, until the monument ascends far beyond your dark vision can see, and presumably like hits some sort of ceiling with a loud thud. The water kind of drains for a few seconds. It seems to just be residual that was on it while it was set inside. And as the water continues to kind of pool down the sides of this monument now ascended, you can see that there are very massive scripts that have replaced the very small finite scripts. And at the very bottom of this monument, there are drawings of cats standing over top what look like small winged, like butterfly winged creatures, with whips, like they're whipping the small winged creatures.
That's rude.
Yeah. I don't like this. I like the cat better.
Do you read the word Rumai again in the, like, do you try to read the big words that have been written here? Because
Should I keep going? Arya
Yes.
asks.
Keep going.
Then I keep going.
when you read these large versions of the letters, your eyes kind of like almost pop out of your head for a second as you are
Nice.
kind of caught out by the fact that the way that these are written, the way that these specifically, like the word here now as it appears on the underscript is written, seems to be like a language that you don't know, but you know of. This appears to be writing in the words of creation.
Oh.
Is there something about it? You know, I mean, like my spell can't tell me that, but there's something about it, about its power or its ancientness or whatever. That's
Yeah.
like.
I guess the
That's
best way to
me.
kind of describe it is again, I'm not a math guy, so if you're a math person, let's go with English. We've got an English professor; he can kind of attest to the truth of this. Like, Andy has read many accountings of human life and imagination throughout the course of his lifetime. There are probably some iterations that when he read them, there was like a moment where he kind of like paused for a second and said, "Wow, that's one of the greats. That's amazing. That is a perfectly well done and absolutely perfect rendition of what literacy, or like writing rather, is supposed to be. This is a perfect formulation of letters, so much to the point like reading it hurts a bit, and if you were to kind of like actually be able to read it, it would hurt even more. You just get that vibe.
This is a perfect formulation of letters.
Mm,
It hurts
wow.
just looking at it.
So we'll, of course, look directly at it.
You can't read it, but you already know what they say. Obviously, the word is the same as the other words that were shown, and one kind of like it's like one of those like seeing eye puzzles. You know, once somebody explains to you how to do it, you can do it. So like once Arya said, it's just the word Rumai over and over again, but slightly different, and it says like kind of the same thing. There's a theme. Everyone looked at it and went, "Oh yeah, it is the same word written over and over again. Why didn't we catch that? Because we rolled one less than we needed to. That's why."
What's funny is I still can't see those.
You're like, what are you talking about? Like, no, both the puzzles and the word Rumai, like, because you rolled like a 2.
I rolled a 2.
And I suck at seeing eye puzzles.
Ronnie has just been like looking inside of a bag for the past hour.
She enjoys the pictures.
Oh yeah, the cat pictures. I mean, same. Hard same.
I would say as one last note, the only other thing that seems to stand out about this structure is there are 2 like planks or like extensions over the water that are about 6 inches thick So they don't look like they're terribly sturdy, and there are some cracks on the larger of the two. But these kind of hang over the tops of the water at strangely awkward points. Other than that, there's really nothing else of note to this place. You have unlocked the secret.
The monolith, when it kept going up, is it still all the way down to this platform here, or
Yes,
is there?
it didn't extend out of the platform, so yeah.
Well, perhaps we should keep going north to see where this rust is coming from.
It's probably a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you kind of take a wind around a corner, around a bend, and kind of come around a space, you would see that there is definitely a strange kind of circumstance ahead. You see crystal clear water, and you would see like one large piece of metal, round in shape, like a pillar almost, like a cylinder of this kind of orangey red metal stuck in the ground or stuck in the water. And it's at that point that seems to kind of create the rust effect I mentioned. Past it, and probably about a dozen or so kind of feet further ahead, it looks like there is more razor grass on the ground. However, it is not as sharp or as calcified as the grass that you've been passing. This is actually just more like grass as you understand it, green grass. However, there's kind of a bit more of like a gravelly to it when you step on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your boots
So
might
like
get
something in between the razor grass and regular grass.
perfect, exactly right. And
That's
it kind of it might leave like lacerations on your sole, the sole of your shoe, but it's not like piercing through or anything. It doesn't seem there's like a rigidity in this. Like there's more of like a fluidity to the material than the razor grass, which was like kind of more solid. And I am putting everyone onto the map to kind of show you what we're looking at here. The space is dark, but you feel like you kind of opened up into a much larger cavern or cavity in the maw. Music needs to change. It did not change automatically. Snap pinging you to where you're located and zooming out of it. And then I will explain like what you see. Bear with me here. I think this is it. It is perfect. So the grass you're stepping on and stone kind of like, very easily mesh with one another. There's not really much difference between. It seems like it's coming out of the stone. But after you've walked past the water for some time, past that initial first pillar, seeing along your sides like these pillars, which you'll see in a second. Actually, you'll see now as I move you over to it. There is a bridge that seems to cross over the water, which during your walk has kind of come to a bit of a rise. You're now a little bit higher than the water proper. And I believe I have a handout for more visual aid here, so bear with me here. Because we're also going to have another beat where I explain to you another thing that's going to start happening.
Uh-oh.
Locations, Helmont. Not that crazy, just so this is kind of what you're looking at.
Screaming pillars?
As you
Nice.
look at the pillars and kind of focus in on them more closely, you would see that the kind of rust colors to them seem to shift. And every so often you see like a sweeping move across them that's almost like dirt kind of moving in like a shape that's kind of creating like an illusion of like a face with its mouth wide open. And this oscillation happens and happens, and every so often, once you kind of make your way to the bridge, you get the sensation of that kind of primeval kind of fright that happens when someone like screams and you don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
You do not hear a scream, not yet anyway, but there's definitely just this kind of like tenseness that kind of rises up in you every few minutes or so that kind of catches you off guard a bit. It obviously... Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is he trying to send a fax?
He's trying to jump over the monitors to get over to the desk, and I told him he can just go the normal route. Shimby!
He got to send a fax.
Gotta send this fax off to work, you guys.
He's making music.
Oh, I don't want to start about him
He's-
making music.
He's taking us to Funky Town.
I guess we're having treats. Okay, so with that being said,
Oh, that's just what he wanted.
and looking at the situation, as dark as it is here, does anybody wish to do anything in particular? Like, I don't know, cross a bridge or backtrack?
I don't think we're back.
I think I'm supposed to have more dark vision because
120, I know.
of my orkiness. Okay.
Don't know why it keeps on doing that. I'm going to try and correct it here now.
Because I'm needy.
Well, shoot.
Thank you.
Yeah, are we all? But update default token, save settings, delete this token, buy, and then recreate token from the drop, and that's got 120 vision, so it should be fixed.
Sweet.
If this happens again next week, I'm gonna... I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I mean, I can help you yeet Roll20 into oblivion. I mean,
Yeah.
just kidding. We love Roll20.
Lark keeps trying to tell me I should get D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
Who's this?
Lark.
That's a pillar.
Oh, pillars.
Those are all pillars. Yeah. They're all
D&T
varying heights.
Beyond.
It has
Fun.
connectivity with it has connectivity with Roll20, but I haven't tried to work it out.
I see.
Anyway, I don't like talking about technical stuff. I like talking about you all dying to screaming pillars. I mean, what?
Well, there's a part of me that thinks about a giant rolling ball crushing me.
You see this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? Am I crazy?
No, you're
No,
not
I can
crazy.
see it.
It would be a much more ironic way to die than to that horrible dragon that we just fought.
And killed.
He wasn't too bad.
You're safe from dragons as long as I'm around.
Exactly.
You know, I knew that you said that your family had it in, like, their history, but it was really cool to watch.
And Arya, really? Not too bad. He's like, his clothing is all burned up from the acid. He's all messed up.
Oh, there was no acid. It was
You
all
know.
poison, baby.
Oh, that was poison?
Well,
Well, okay, whatever.
poison.
Oh.
So
Well,
there was
slime.
poison breath?
Yeah.
Oh shit, okay. Anyway,
don't
he's
know
all
why I
messed
have
up from the whole
acid
thing.
written
His
down.
his stuff is all clothed from the rend attack. Oh yeah.
Arya too. Arya has her health is back to full, but she has this toxic sheen all over her skin. Her clothes are still soiled from
Glowing, baby.
the poison.
And the wand. The
What?
wand is definitely... Yeah, Todd's head glowing, baby.
The wand is absorbing the toxicity.
Yeah. It's a vibe. For sure.
The
Yeah.
vibe.
Well, it was a challenge, but I think nobody died.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Arya. Oh,
Soul,
what?
do you
Soul's
step
on the.
onto the bridge?
I sure do.
The second the metal kind of clangs underneath your foot, you would hear a chorus, almost as if it's kind of like in sequence, a screaming sound from each one of the pillars. The strange visages of faces that you saw and you thought like was a trick of the light or a trick of the eyes, you now realize there's no such thing. It is indeed, in fact, some feature of these pillars. It seems that they are laden with souls, and these souls are now screaming in agony out at you. No.
Do they stop when I step off the bridge?
It's almost as if the single footstep elicited a chorus of one note of screams. So you're pretty sure that the screams are kind of like each one was individual for the pillars that you're seeing, and perhaps more pillars in a forest behind them, a forest of pillars behind them.
Can you go over? Is this like a drop down to the water
It
here?
is. Yeah.
Okay.
And from
And all
here,
the pillars are in the water.
it looks like the water is relatively deep, like compared to the pools you saw before.
I mean, I could cross the bridge without stepping on it.
Why don't you wanna? Did we all hear the scream?
Oh yeah, those were very real things that happened.
Oh, okay, okay. Sorry. For some reason, I thought you meant like.
In the mind, no, yeah, definitely not the case.
Song sucks.
Or it could be like, when the baby screams and then the one guy or the person
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, it's my song."
Get auto tune.
And they're like dancing along with it.
I mean, I have Misty Step, but I don't know that I don't think that'll get me all the way over. It will not.
I mean, I can't see all the way across, so I don't know.
Yeah. Misty Step's only 30 feet, so.
Soul does really want to know what the heck is going on with the water, so.
So,
Levitate.
How far across is it?
you can't see the other side.
Let me just double check. I mean, I can levitate across and see what's over there without making them scream, maybe.
I mean, I can see pretty far. Arya kind of like motions her arms, like I can see really far out, and all I see is this. John, you'd say this is like brass or copper or stone.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a weird kind of like rusty metal. You can't tell for certain what color it may have originated as, but it definitely has like an orangey red hue to it. And then from this distance, without like stepping on the bridge, every so often it looks like this surface, this metallic surface, is like shifting.
Okay. I mean, I can see this thing, and then it curves around and I can see it in between the pillars. So, I mean, it's just a long bridge. I don't see any people or creatures there. When
Yeah.
the screaming started, could we all hear it?
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
100%. It was a thing that happened. It was very much a physical thing. The
It
other
was a physical.
Yeah. The other physical thing that you notice, sorry to cut you off there, Elizabeth, is also the faces that look like they're just kind of like a trick of the light became more like noticeably physical and more noticeably like, a thing.
Mm-hmm. I'm just wondering if we would be able to like stuff cotton in our ears or something.
Oh, it didn't do anything mechanically, the screaming. It
Right,
just
but
unnerving.
it's annoying.
It didn't yet.
Yeah.
Good way to put
Yeah.
it, I suppose. Yeah. I like
Yeah.
that.
All my spare skirts are coated in poison, so
Some of them already have lacerations, so it'd be easy to kind of peel them off. I would say the poison probably isn't a huge issue, though. It was kind of like,
I mean, it's
it's like a poison
aesthetic
gas. It's like a poison
narrative.
gas, not like a.
Oh, it's a poison gas.
Yeah, it's not like a.
I mean,
yeah.
Narratively, Arya is like, get your own earplugs.
Okay, but she can make her own if she wants to.
Yeah.
I see how it is. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, you want my filthy, disgusting skirt to shove in your ear holes?
It's like
Here you
that-
go.
It's like that bit in Hot Shots where the everybody's like, "Oh, I'm wounded. I got shot," and she's like tearing her clothes off, and like she's like got less and less clothing. And then
Right,
this
exactly.
This guy holds up his finger. He's like, "I got a paper cut. It hurts really bad."
Yeah, exactly. You just like Arya rips off a piece and reveals like a little bit of cleavage, and then you're like, oh, I need some for my ears.
Tremaine's like, "Oh,
Oh
I'm
no.
also kind of wounded." Oh,
No.
All right, plugging the ears and then walking.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Arya's not plugging her ears.
okay. Yeah, you can move freely. I will let you know if something happens or you see something different from your perspective. If there's anything that you see during your trap, just let me know, and we'll go ahead and take it slow, nice and easy.
I'm assuming the shadow means that
It's
this
it
pillar
basically
is huge.
Yeah, the pillar's huge. There's kind of like a backlight coming from somewhere, but it's not enough of a light to create vision. It's more or less just kind of like an accentuation of something to the north that is kind of creating a situation where it's like not casting full shadows, but kind of creating a kind of shadow effect on the back end. Pause for a second. As you kind of reach this point, the screaming, for those who can hear it, changes. Instead of being screams of agony, the shift is very determinately one from fear and terror to anger and rage.
Ooh.
The pillars start cackling with lightning. Like electric kind of discharges from them. And the ones that are closer to one another, kind of this lightning dances from pillar to pillar. It doesn't touch the bridge. It does kind of scatter between the pillars, though. It doesn't look like lightning exactly, because it's kind of this weird yellow-orange color. Then one of the faces that you can see kind of shifts off of the pillar and then pulls off of it, like almost someone kind of like peeling like a sticker off of a space. But as it's being pulled from this facade of the pillar, it becomes more round, more bulbous, and more bright, similar to the lightning. This happens in two places, and these little orbs start to float towards you. And
Hello.
I'm going to ask you each one time, just to go straight through everybody, what you do in response to these things manifesting. Starting with Jijo.
Oh God. I go. Hi. Hello.
Okay.
That's it.
Satisfactory. Soul?
Soul stops moving and stops making any noise.
Okay. Andy?
I would follow Soul's lead.
Okay. And Ronnie?
Sorry. Classic Ronnie fashion. Ronnie is also going to talk and be like, hi. And then take like a timid step back towards Tremaine.
Okay. So, bear with me here.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Roll for initiative now.
Wait, what? Yeah, there we go.
This is the appropriate time for John to ask like some seemingly random question like, what's your climb speed?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I have that. It's I think 15 feet.
How much pain
So-
can you tolerate?
The
What?
location of this image, this handout that I'll be passing to you, is not exactly correct. Obviously, this is a scene that was depicted in the Monster Manual. But I do want to make sure that we show you what you're looking at. It's kind of closer to the one, like, directly behind the foreground. Like, not the one
mean
that-
ones.
the one that's kind of got its mouth open is, like, screaming.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
The grumpy one.
The one that's kind of, like, dead center of the image. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the grumpy one.
The grumpy one. Yeah, call it the grumpy one. That's what these creatures look like. And since no one really interacted with it in a measuredly defensive way, just a curious one, I want you to roll initiative, but you have disadvantage because you'll be caught off guard.
Great.
Yes, that one.
Aw, they're so cute. Oh, wait, I need to roll. What the fuck am I doing? Oh no. I'm like bullshitting around. I'm so sorry.
Absolutely fine. No problem. D&D is a pretty decent amount bullshit, so... Oh, that's weird.
So I only have 11. Bless you.
It rolled twice.
Oh, we're at disadvantage, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good grief.
Once you've got your adjustments all in, everybody's ready to rock and roll. All right. Go ahead and set it to descending, and we're locked in.
Are they will-o-wisps?
It said that right at the top of the handout. So I would like for, let's say, Arya, you try to talk to one.
Sorry.
And who else tried to talk to one?
Ronnie.
Yeah. The two of you go ahead and make con saving throws.
Yeah, that's what
No.
I got.
You have
Oh,
disadvantage?
it's just with. Wait, do I?
Why? I don't know. Oh, you said it for initiative. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No problem.
It should be 20. Oh, we did twin rolls.
You
Mm-hmm.
did great. You did great.
It
Twinning.
locks eyes with you, and its mouth opens wider, and it kind of like draws in, almost like Kirby style. And you feel this strange pull on you, but you kind of like your stomach turns, and you kind of clench and kind of subside through it. You don't know what was happening here, but you definitely feel like it was hostile. Whatever it was that it tried to do. It will then kind of in response kind of scream at you, like just kind of yell directly in your face. and it's kind of like a shocking scream. Like it looses out lightning from its mouth as it does it. That will definitely hit Arya, and that will probably hit Ronnie. Ronnie, 18, right? Will hit you?
Yeah.
Okay.
My armor class is 15.
Fair. So, Arya, you're going to take 18 points of lightning damage as a bolt of lightning and like the scream of it kind of slams through you into the floor beneath you. And then Ronnie, similarly, a lightning bolt kind of catches you in the shoulder and stings quite a bit. They are done, and they seem to be kind of like hovering at about head height at Ronnie and Arya.
It didn't do any damage though, right?
It did 10 points of lightning to you.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And 18 to Arya.
Yeah.
I am suffering. Well, I guess they're not friendly. We're gonna Hunters mark that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Longbow. Also, I might have gotten the Hunter's Mark 19.
19 will hit.
Sick.
Do you have anything that impairs you or grants you a benefit for shooting in point blank range, like spell sniper?
No.
Roll again. You get disadvantage on the attack roll. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Still is.
Sick.
Okay.
So 11. And then I guess, did Hunter's Mark actually work? No. +4.
Bear with me here. I mean, these people are crazy. Like, I just hold on. Will was 2024. Yeah, it's just straight up resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. What?
Okay.
You sound like a robot.
Okay.
Why do you sound like a robot?
It was
What?
actually.
Is everybody else hearing her comment as a robot?
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's me.
Is it you? Andy, say something. Or not. Am I?
It was going. No, I think it was a Roll20 thing.
It was everybody, John.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, because it was going like red, and then it was going beep, boop, 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 like bouncing us in and out.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's green now, so.
Okay, cool.
Um.
So it has resistance to all bludgeoning and piercing damage. That's very interesting.
Okay.
I'll have to look into that with the new monster manual. I need to buy a physical copy because
Okay.
in earlier formats of this edition, it seemed to like subline that shit, like input like the conditionals somewhere that it was very hard to get to. So for now, we're just gonna go with it. It resists to the
Okay.
damage types. Ronnie, you hit
Well, I need to roll my Hunter's Mark.
it. Okay.
I do have a question. The 19 would an 18 hit?
When did an 18 hit?
Okay. So I tried adding Hunter's Mark effect.
Yeah.
And instead of adding it to the damage, which is what I thought I was doing, it's adding it to the attack roll.
Oh,
So
I
then
see.
that 19 would have been an 18.
18 misses.
Okay.
Yeah. And then that 21 would have been 5 less. So your
Yeah, so that
second
would have been
attack would have missed as well.
that wasn't a second attack, so that would have been so I missed because that was supposed to be disadvantage
Oh,
because of range.
I see. I understand.
Okay, so I didn't roll anything. I
Yeah.
didn't get any damage.
Make an attack, second attack, with no d6 at disadvantage. Making sure to check the disadvantage thing at the top.
Yes, I have that.
Cool.
Okay,
18 will
18.
miss.
Damn. All right.
It has a 19 armor class.
Okay.
It kind
Oh,
of
no.
bobs and weaves with you, and as you're trying to kind of get a shot in, you fire it. The arrow hits against the metal pillar behind, and
Mhm.
strangely, it's almost an expectation. Like you're kind of expecting this to happen, but then it does, and you're like, weird. When it hits the pillar, there's a loud clanging sound, like you're hitting an empty metal drum.
Mhm.
Ronnie done. Termaine, you're up.
Tremaine is going to step forward. He is going to, as a bonus action, cast Shield of Faith. And then we're going to swing out.
16 misses. 14 misses. It's kind of bobbing and weaving very quickly. Just moving
Yeah,
around,
it seems that way.
like a little laser pointer of screaming lightning.
And as a free action, he might say, maybe we can just get disengaged and move.
Arya, you are up next.
All right. I'm gonna use Touch of Fatigue.
Okay. You reach forward and touch it. It does manage to work without like any harm or anything to yourself, and it seems to take hold.
Then I will use my feature to teleport. And I'll gain 6 10 hit points, and that's my turn.
Soul, you are up.
I'm gonna drop a Sacred Flame on the one by Ronnie and Termaine.
Okay. Go ahead. Oh, you already got
It's
it.
the DC 16.
It failed. I mean,
4 whole damage.
genuinely, it failed, but like, I'm looking at it and then my brain's like, how? It has a 28 dexterity.
That's great.
Holy shit.
I know. Which is a +9 to the saving throw, so. But yeah, that takes it, catches it. Double checking if it has radiant resistance. It does not.
I figured a spooky spirit wouldn't.
Yeah, typically they don't. And then you moved it a little bit, and that's it. Okay. Termaine and Ronnie. I need the two of you to make Constitution saving throws. You don't have disadvantage.
I just forgot to change it.
So
It's
first, it kind of, when it moves forward, it's kind of like a gasping, like a, and as it kind of comes close to you, there's like this weird connection between you and its drawing in mouth that is strange feeling, and like it kind of causes your stomach to feel like, it's almost like when you're driving really fast and you go over like a bump or a hill, you can kind of feel yourself kind of go up and then down again. It feels like that. But nothing happens because of it, and then it'll kind of try and shoot lightning into the two of you. With a screaming shock, Termaine, you manage to raise your shield just in the nick of time as it comes like towards you, and you can see the lightning kind of scatter off the sides of the shield. And then Ronnie, as it's kind of coming, you look at your shoulder like in pain, kind of grasp it with your free hand while holding your bow in the other hand, and as it fires, it shoots at the other one, and you dodge aside. Ronnie, you're up.
Okay. So I didn't get any.
No hits, no damage, nothing hit.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get you.
Okay, just making sure. Also, I might have fixed the Hunter's Mark thing.
I believe in you. I always have.
So does Shiro.
He does not actually
Thank-
care about you whatsoever. He's busy printing. He's working the night shift.
That makes sense.
He's doing his best, you know.
26.
That'll hit. Oh, sorry. Roll again. When you're firing
Oh,
above,
that's right. Fuck. Sorry.
almost perfect. 19 will hit.
19 will hit.
Are you shooting the one that you're engaged with in front of you, or the one that's behind you that's been hit?
The one that I Hunter's marked.
Oh God, which one did you 100 mark?
I think it was this one.
Okay, I'll lead with that. Great. So it'll take.
And the damage did work. The
Yep. I see
hunting
that.
mark.
Okay, second attack.
So 10,
And make sure you
and then
disadvantage it.
I will disadvantage.
Twenty will still hit.
20.
Oh yeah, Bubble Cat.
And
8 damage.
yes, and that will be.
What's your dexterity modifier?
My dexterity modifier is 3.
Okay. Then that math is perfect. Well done. I cannot showing you the baby. I am so sorry. Ronita, to remain up. Your sister seems to be really, really hurt, bleeding. What the fuck was that? Bleeding quite a bit, actually. And but she still seems to be faring pretty well with her target. She kind of locks in, and you see her kind of perfectly snipe into the air, kind of catching it with both shots. What would you like to do?
It's kind of not much we could do other than keep fighting, I think. Hold on a second.
My fans, Dad. My fans. I need to be seen. I need to be heard.
Okay.
Oh, we can
yeah.
hear him.
Okay.
23 hit.
23 to hit for 10. Still, whatever it is, standing. It's also sapped.
Okay.
It's still standing.
Oh yeah.
And we have one more spell slot left. So we'll do a Divine Smite for 15 more.
Okay. So the 15 seems to
and-
work a lot better on it. It actually causes the thing to discorporate a bit. It's now just kind of a floating mote with a kind of semblance of a face on it.
Okay, second attack. 24,
It,
12.
it is enough to put it down despite being resistant. The thing falls to the ground in kind of a strangely kind of corporeal fashion. When it hits the ground, it's almost like someone threw like a pillowcase onto the ground. But strangely, when the pillowcase hit, it seemed to have been made out of something more biological, almost like a cheesecloth or something. Ari,
Okay.
you're up.
All right. Has it been less than 8 hours since our last battle?
Yes.
It has, right? Okay.
It has.
So I'm going to use my bonus.
Is Hex a concentration spell?
Oh, you got me.
Can you do me a favor and just roll me?
Because I passed out. No,
yeah,
because I passed
you
out.
did pass
So,
out. Right.
all right. So then I'm not going to burn. I'm not going to burn a spell slot. What I am going to do is I'm going to fire a. We'll do this.
Fire a intern.
26,
Chill touch will work. Yeah. Okay. Hit.
16 damage.
Let me double check my resistances and.
Oh, can you? Actually, it should be 12, not 16.
Okay. Yeah, because the +4 is not in there for sure. It is resistant to necrotic. It is not immune to it, so it will take half
Okay.
as much. But that will be enough to kind of cause it to do that thing where it discorporates a bit and kind of becomes lessened.
Also, it can't regain hit points.
Right.
I thought health chill touch had. Anyway, I'm sorry. Carry on.
Arya done. Soul magic missiling into it. Can you do 10 damage?
11.
Yep.
Oh,
That'll
yeah, 10.
destroy it. And again, similarly, it falls to the ground with kind of like a soft kind of like, and then split.
It's kind of like the little dog from Nightmare Before Christmas,
Yes, 100%.
where it's kind of like a little rag. Aww.
Perfectly correct. But yeah, but like as it kind of like
Zero.
hits
Zero.
the metal.
No, 0.
Oh, 0. You're right.
As it kind of hits the metal, it like that fabric like consistency changes to more of like a almost like a dough like yeah.
We could make wisp apple fritters.
If you wish to collect the remnants, it is 2 amounts of ectoplasm.
Fuck yeah. I mean, is anybody gonna collect that?
No.
Okay, Laos.
I'm not collecting it to eat it.
Fair.
Unless.
Unless.
Whatever you say, champ.
Depends on what it tastes like.
Oh god, I was gonna say I might rub it on my wand.
I mean, that'd be definitely a good feel.
Hmm.
Wait, what?
Hmm. Hmm.
I wonder what jorking it with ectoplasm would be like.
So I'm gonna drink a healing potion.
Great way to change the subject. I really like that. It's actually my favorite and also Andy's favorite.
It's gonna be. Okay, I definitely drank all of my healing potions. Hold on. I don't know why that didn't save before.
I really just had a crazy idea though.
What?
This is not. No, this is actually kind of a cool idea, but at the same time also kind of a crazy idea. So in Dungeons and Dragons, ghosts are real, right? They're a real thing.
Yeah.
So are brothels.
Oh god.
If a ghost was living in the material plane and wanted to
John.
get currency, would
John.
they perform the world's oldest profession?
John.
Ghost.
I gotta go. I gotta go wash my hair.
I'm sorry. My brain kind of was like, huh. Ghosts could do other jobs. I mean, they're ghost guards. That's a thing.
He's
Anyway.
just trying to get canceled so that
Yeah, just
we can
don't read
go,
Discord,
we can
John.
go early
Alright,
to Monster Hunter.
Hey, you know what?
Continuing south.
Let me say this.
It's a cool idea.
Ghost sex work is ghost work.
And also sex work, both of which are valid. Thank you, Jijo. Thank you. I appreciate you.
We're
And
redeemed
I don't want to deal with
somehow.
capitalism after I'm dead.
Well, you have to, because it's the system that we have.
Well, you don't have to. Somebody might, though.
Yeah, they might come back as a
Want to?
ghost. So as you kind of step there, sorry, backtracking. As the ectoplasm is being kind of picked up, and since all of that is happening, I'll remove those. But as it's being picked up, the screaming subsides a bit from the pillars with your footsteps. There's not like a very loud cacophony like there was when you first kind of stepped out onto the platform in those first few steps. But as you kind of make your way between these two large pillars, the very loud sound regains power, and lightning starts to kind of shoot between the two at a higher altitude than where you're standing, and you would see more faces start to form on the pillars and
Gosh darn it.
plop off out in front of you. This time, it looks like there's a total of 3 of them. And they kind of move into the area between the 2 large pillars and kind of linger there as you back away. They don't seem to follow you. They just kind of plop out.
Well, up to you guys if we want to continue.
Yeah, let's fuck them up.
Okay.
I mostly just wanted to throw fire.
Are we fighting?
I think so.
Okay, we'll go ahead and put
Yeah.
it back on the initiative tracker then. Go ahead and roll them again.
Disadvantage or no?
You're not surprised this time, no. You're number 1. That's what that means, Tom. You're number 1 in my book.
Aw.
And on the initiative tracker.
For now.
That's beautiful.
Sorry, I'm just looking at a thing. Beautiful. Perfect.
Okay. So as I stated, they do not engage you until they are engaged with, so they're just kind of floating about. I would almost say... Actually, still roll an insight check. They
I don't
are
know shit about shit.
floating orbs of lightning and screams. You don't really have thoughts in your brain. Arya, what would you like to do in response to...
I mean, the thought in my brain is, man, they're in a great position for a fireball, but they're so nimble.
Yeah, they have a +9 dex. It's so wild.
That's
So-
amazing.
I mean,
Me, the player, is like in Solasta mode. Like, there is enemy. Move forward and attack enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Arya is not that bold. Okay, so can I prepare an action to fire off an Eldritch Blast after what's his name?
you can
Tremaine goes.
You can ready an action to cast Eldritch Blast once Tormain has moved up to the opponents. Correct. So the trigger
Okay.
and the action all have been defined. Perfect. Ronnie, you're up. Oh, if you would like to move, Arya, now would be the time to do it. You don't do it after they're
Okay.
ready. So if you want to kind of get in position and then prepare for battery, that's fine.
Okay.
Battery more in the terms of battery fire, not like Assault in or a
Mhm.
thing you put in a Game Boy. Ronnie,
Mhm.
I mean, it could be both.
could be all of them.
True. Let's see. Even though I, the player, know that it doesn't do as much damage, we're going to... Is Hunter's Mark, is that still active, or does that die out whenever the last...
If you have not been knocked to 0 and you haven't had to fail a Constitution saving, because it is concentration, Hunter's Mark. So when you took damage earlier, you should have actually rolled a Constitution saving throw. Do that real quick for me. I remember the damage. Yeah, so that would have been a failure. So it would have gone away when you got lightning shot through the arm earlier.
Okay.
Which,
So then I will pop off another Hunter's Mark,
okay.
and then,
Another one of your freebies, right?
yeah.
Cool, cool, cool.
I got like so many of those.
Yeah, you can cast it a bunch of times and then you have like 3 freebies.
Yeah. And is this just automatic
2, 3, whichever.
this time
What, Hunter's Mark?
for longbow?
Oh yeah, you are not in melee, so you do not have
Okay.
disadvantage, right?
Perfect. That's just making sure.
17 will miss.
Hit.
21 will hit.
Well, 13.
So that, as you would note, it appears to be doing less than what you'd want damage-wise.
Yeah, I know that already. I
Yep.
stated that as I was doing the hunter's mark.
Yeah, I mean, still decent damage, but trimming.
I'm gonna move right here. So I think I'm going to call forth my warhorse.
Okay.
I don't think I need to use a spell slot for that.
Right.
Is that correct? Right. Okay. And I'm gonna mount the. Does it automatically come underneath me, or do I need to get on top of it, get onto it, mount it? Do you know the answer to that, John?
I'm reading right now.
Yeah.
I think you...
Appearing in an unoccupied space within range.
That is so weird that the class feature is so wonky compared to Otherworldly Steed. Hold on. Bear with me here, because I think we're getting mixed up here. Oh, whoops, wrong shit.
So this is from the sheet.
Yeah, I understand. Paladin 2024. Blah. Faithful Steed. Find Steed. (2024) handbook.
Yeah. Yeah, we could have gone home. That's true. Dinner's waiting.
Got it. Reading. You summon an otherworldly steed that appears as a loyal steed in an unoccupied space of your choice within range. So not underneath you, because you occupy your space.
Right. So is it an action to climb atop it?
So it's your movement to climb atop it. It's an action to cast this.
It's an action to cast it? Where does it say that?
It says it in the spell, Find Steed. Casting time, action.
Okay.
You summon a horse.
I summon a horse. I climb atop the horse.
You are on a horse.
Does the horse move?
So this creature is...
It has 60 feet of movement. Its name is Oralon, which means Wind of the Woods.
In combat, it shares your initiative count, which means it acts during your turn, and it functions as a controlled mount while you ride it, as defined in the rules on mounted combat. Going to the rules on mounted combat. Mounted combat. I guess this is as good a time as any. So, during your move, you can mount a creature that is within 5 feet of you or dismount. Doing so costs an amount of movement equal to half your speed rounded down. So 15 movement to mount your horse. Controlling a mount. You can control a mount only if you've been trained to accept a rider. You are treated as the creature is treated as such because you summoned it. The initiative of a controlled mount changes to match yours. When you mount it, it moves on your turn as you direct it, and it only has 3 action types during that turn: dash, disengage, and dodge. A controlled mount can move and act even on the turn that you mount it. So you cannot engage with it with an action, which is we'll discuss in a bit, but you can engage it to either dash, disengage, or dodge, and then you will move as the horse moves. So the horse will move this turn, and it has a 60-foot speed.
So if I wanted to move here,
You cast this with a base level spell, so it is not a 4th level spell, so this Otherworldly Steed does not have the flying speed type.
Okay. And so we are taking the
better
dodge
to
action now.
Group them
Fine.
as such. So you moved there and your mount took the dodge action. You
Correct.
did not take the dodge action.
Well, we act as one, but yes, of course.
You do not gain the benefits of dodge. The horse has the benefits.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
While mounted, you must make the same. If an effect is about to move your mount against its will while you're on it, you must make a DC 10 Dexterity saving
Sorry
throw
about that.
or fall
problem.
off, landing with a prone condition in an unoccupied space. While mounted, you must make the same save if you're knocked prone or the mount is. So if you are ever knocked prone, or if your mount is moved out from under you, DC 10 Dexterity saving throw or you fall off and land prone. If you are pushed, the mount is not pushed. So if someone pushes you with a spell or something, you're going to be thrown off of it. So during your turn, because this is not let me double check here the rules on the Otherworldly Steed, because it has its own entry. So much reading. As long as you're mounting it, it shares and works as a mounted. If you become incapacitated or in any way, the steed takes its turn immediately after yours instead and acts independently, focusing on protecting you. There is no way to seemingly direct the animal to attack. It doesn't look like. I'm double checking. It doesn't have an attack. Oh, it does have an attack.
Otherworldly Slam.
Yeah, it will make the attack only if it's acting on its own initiative in an attempt to protect you. I will say, as an action, you can direct it to make an Otherworldly Slam. Otherwise, it will not be able to attack.
Okie doke.
It will serve as mount only.
That's fine.
All right, Tremaine, that is your move.
Does this trigger my thing?
It will.
Okay, so then I'm gonna throw two Eldritch Blasts at the one that's Hunter marked. 27.
Hit.
21.
Also a hit. 13 and 14. Double checking if I have resistance to force. I don't. That'll splat it. Cheesecloth on the ground.
Nice.
Yay.
Okay. Soul, you're up. I think it's the first time I've ever caught one of those, by the way, where I went to a person and tried to skip them. I almost skipped him. What are we doing, Tom? So sure of yourself.
We'll try Sacred Flame on the right one.
Okay. Yeah, that's more like it. No, I dodged the shit out of that.
Okay.
That's a 25. Okay. Andy, I need you to make 2 separate Constitution saving throws, and that's you, not the horse.
Got it. Switch back to me. Constitution saving to 1, 2.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So the first one, they both kind of come towards you, kind of floating over the horse, and they draw in their breath. When the first one does it, you kind of stare at it, and your eyes lock with it, and your entire life, your 100 years of your elvish life, flash before your eyes.
Oh.
And you are reduced to 0 hit points.
Oh. Okay. So do I fall off of the horse?
You are still
could I stay?
on the horse, but I need to double check Find Steed because... No, it just summons it and it sits around. Cool.
All right. Yeah.
So yeah, the horse still exists and it will do its best to protect you. However, the next beat is kind of the more horrific one. Now that you're unconscious, they're going to shoot lightning through your unconscious form.
Well,
Your armor class is the same.
22.
But I have advantage because you are incapacitated.
Mm.
And I believe I automatically hit. Let me double check the rules in 2024. Conditions. Incapacitated. 2024.
No, Andy.
I was literally just waiting for somebody to fail that DC because it's what I did
Worst
to Jeremy
birthday
and
ever.
Saga. I said, it was great.
I'll play
Worst birthday.
Invisible
ever.
Rogue coming up.
Incapacitated.
You guys are the tanks.
Oh God.
Dying. Unconscious. So many damn things. Okay. Unconscious. You're incapacitated and prone. I'm saying you're on your horse. It's fine. Attack rolls against you have advantage. That's all that happens here. And then, any attack roll that hits you is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of you. Got it. So, advantage, and if I hit, it's a crit, which means that since you're at 0 hit points, it'll be 2 failed death saving throws instead of 1. If they go through.
Okay.
20s. 22s I need is what I need. That's going to be the first attack is a miss. Second attack will work and was a crit anyway, so that's just going to be 2 failed death saving throws automatically.
Okay. Where's death saving throws on the sheet? Oh, there we go. Failure. I got it.
Yeah.
Arya, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Okay, got it. You're up, Arya, sorry. And they're kind of above the horse, kind of like leeching down and zapping down into Termaine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. How many times am I going to say okay?
Okay.
It's okay, don't worry.
All right.
Okay, so this is the
This is the world. It's around.
But I am the child.
What you doing?
I just said I am a child. Okay, so
Same.
I just don't know that I can do anything that helpful. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to Oh, wait a minute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hex the one that's here. Can I bless someone that's half dead or that's dying? No, I can't, right? They have to be
No, they're still alive. So
standing
yeah,
up.
Technically, you could.
I could.
That would help with death saving throw.
I know. I don't want
Oh,
you to
but I
fail
also
your...
have actually you don't need to because I have it might help. I have durable, which gives me advantage on death saving throw. Oh, wait a second. Hold on a second. I do have durable as a feature. So wait. Where is that?
Okay. So if you're durable, I'm gonna hex this fucker, and we'll hex the strength, and then we'll just fire off Eldritch Blasts.
I don't
That'll
see
work.
that as a
Crit.
Go ahead and
trait,
give me the
John.
damage on that one.
13 fails.
13 will miss, yeah. Was that the crit? You-
Motherfucker.
that was the crit damage?
Ah,
You should have +4 because of agonizing, right?
it's already in there.
There's no way it's already.
And then I'm gonna roll a
Oh, it is. Wow,
d6.
that's so bad.
I know.
Yeah, who are you, me?
That's my
Yep.
one from Hex.
Cool. Which is half
And-
down to half of 1, which would be 1.
Oh, 'cause it's necrotic.
Yeah, it's
Right.
resistant to necrotic. Anything else?
I do have a bonus, so let me see here. I believe that's it. That's the end of my
Okay.
turn.
Ronnie, brother saving. You're pretty sure he's on death's door based on the paleness of him, and it looks like a visage of him was being drawn out of him by the wisp. Muted if you're talking.
I was just saying I can just barely get to him.
Do you want to rush up and slap him on the butt with a cure wound?
Not on the butt.
The
but
thigh or leg, meat, sure. He's up on a horse.
Give him a potion?
And he's like,
I don't have any.
let me die. Please,
Let me die.
let me die.
Let me die so you all can die.
You
You
really
get
talked
5.
about what happens if you die and try to leave the game.
Thank
That's
you.
interesting. Tremaine,
If you die in what?
try to leave or try to change the character. I haven't really thought
You die in
about
the game, you die for real.
Right.
I go to Andy's house in New Jersey, and then I realize I'm in New
No!
Jersey, and I
What are you talking about?
realize I'm in New Jersey, and I just like perish. The internet here.
But I have this fun envelope.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't even messed with it yet. We still have to mess with that envelope. We can't let Termaine die. It's only a couple.
Right.
Okay, so I have 5 hit points.
You do, yeah.
Mhm.
And it
Beautiful.
is your initiative, and your horse will not act after you because you are conscious. And I would say getting up from prone is a non-issue because you're saddle torn.
Right. See that? Okay.
I would say the
It's
one
up.
with the hex is the motherfucker who sucked your soul out.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna swing at it.
Love it.
What else is there to do? I'm not gonna run away because Ronnie's right there too.
Right. The
Oh!
18 will hit because you were blessed, were you not? Or did that not happen?
Yeah.
Did you bless?
Yes, he blessed me.
Did you?
No, actually, no. He didn't bless me.
No.
He didn't bless me. He did the hex.
Yeah, they did hex as a bonus action and Eldritch Blast as the shooty times. Yeah, got it. Okay.
Can I use my inspiration?
Yeah, you want to use it on the fumble instead of the 18? Because
Yeah.
the fumble will possibly hurt your sword.
Yeah. So I get to roll again.
Yeah.
Wait. What?
No, wait.
You are not a cleric. Never mind. Yeah, I'm not a cleric. Please. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. 11 slashing. Cool. So 5 damage.
It's silvered. What are you doing?
Doesn't matter. So again, these creatures have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, period. Because they're incorporeal.
That's okay. I just take this as a victory regardless.
Okay. Do you want a bonus action smite? It doesn't get augmented by the crit, but it will do extra damage to it.
Yes, please. Sweet bonus action. Smite.
That'll be just enough to destroy it. It'll fall to the ground in cheeseclothian way.
Amazing.
So,
I know it's not going to kill it, so. Man, all these options suck.
yeah. Well, this one's basically fresh.
Yeah, that's the problem. I don't want to use a spell slot on a fresh one. Yeah, we'll do the Sacred Flame thing that won't actually connect.
Ha! Well, what's the DC? What's the DC? It's really
16.
close. Okay, yeah, you got it. Go ahead. 5 damage. Okay.
5 damage, yeah.
I rolled a 15. I was like, I either
Dang.
just passed and it gets a laugh at him, or excuse me. Soul, that's it. The Wisp will
Yes.
continue its assault. Andy, if you
Yeah.
wanted to, you could take the disengage action, and since the horse is moving, you could retreat away. But that would leave Ronnie open to attack. So do you wish to stay and defend?
Yep.
Okay. So the horse would take the dodge action since you're just holding in place.
Yep.
The Wisp is going to force you to make another Constitution saving throw. DC 10.
Mm-hmm.
Success, and then it'll try and shock you, this time without advantage. 18 will miss. So you bounce it off your arm or your shoulder there.
Mhm.
Pauldron catches it, no problem. Arya, you're up.
We're gonna do what we're gonna do at this point, which is use a bonus to shift Hex onto it,
Mm-hmm.
and then my roll 20 is gonna freeze and crash.
Perfect timing, yeah, right at the end.
And then I'm gonna hurl an Eldritch Blast,
Love to see
2 of
it.
them. And the character sheet is reloading.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say they both hit,
No, wait.
and you roll maximum damage. You want to know why? Because you're
Why?
such an awesome person. And I've never complimented your green screen before. So in the spirit of, see, look, you're already doing it. It's fine. Don't worry
There we
about
go.
rolling dice. It's fine. It's died. In the spirit of, there is literally 1 minute left,
Left.
and it's going to power cycle through everybody shooting at it. I'm just going to say it dies on the onset. We'll just go ahead and end that segment of this situation there. Okay, so the bridge is approximately halfway traversed at this point. You can definitely see through the spires that it looks like it continues on towards the east. I will say that there's one other point of interest at this juncture that I want to notate. This pillar here is shorter than this pillar here, which is in turn shorter than this pillar here, which is in turn shorter than this pillar here.
Okay, so it wants us to jump around to these
There
pillars.
is a potential of jumping up to the tops of the pillars if you wish to try that, but I'm just stating it so it's mentioned before next session. There's also the walking on the bridge that's still obviously an option. Okay, we'll go ahead and end it there.
Yep.
We'll pick up next Friday. We'll see you folks then, and we'll continue passing the bridge within the Screaming Pillars. Thanks for watching.